Hello! So, lately I've kind of been feeling like people don't really care about what I have to say or like what I'm saying. Um, like a lot of the time in like social situations, I try to join in on a conversation and it doesn't really work. I either feel like I'm being intrusive or like people aren't really listening or they just don't really care or what I say is boring or I'm there and I just don't say anything and I just kind of feel like sometimes I'm invisible maybe or like I'm not really sure. And sometimes, even in like a one on one conversation, like someone I'm trying to get to know, like a coworker or someone, I feel like they aren't really listening or they don't really want to talk to me, but like, so it comes down to like some people are just like jerks, but like sometimes you're really bored and you want to talk to someone and it doesn't really matter about the quality of person. You just want someone to talk to. Oh. Oh, lighting. Ugh. I don't know if that's worse or better. So, yeah. One of my best friends, she doesn't really talk to me anymore, but we would be able to sit in a booth at a restaurant and talk for like 4 hours, and I always felt like we had good conversations and we always listened to each other. Even though she was kind of like rude sometimes and I got angry, like, that was something that I really liked about her was that she was like a good listener and we could talk about anything and she never thought it was weird and we always had really interesting conversations and I really miss that. With other people, I feel like they talk about really boring, shallow things. And I'm not saying like everyone, just most people, a lot of people, usually the people. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a self-absorbed snob and I think that I deserve more attention or I'm entitled to attention, but I don't really feel included. I've never really felt included or part of it or part of something or part of a group or like valued or like the things I have to say are valued or my opinion is valued. I've never really felt that. I also feel like people assume that I'm really stupid. And maybe I am ditzy sometimes, but I don't think I'm like, I don't know, stupid. Uh, so, yeah, it's just like hard sometimes. Although I do feel like I have friends now and I have people I can talk to and that I am part of sort of a group. Um, which is really nice. But I still feel like depending on what other people are there, or in the conversation, it can really change my existence. And that really, like, kind of hurts that in, like, a second, like, depending on who else is there, I don't exist anymore. And it's discouraging because, like, some days I really want to talk about stuff. I want to rant about things. I crave conversation. I want, I don't know. And at the same time, I myself, I'm guilty of not really listening. But that's usually at night before bed on the phone where I'm like half asleep. But if I'm like standing in a public place, I'm pretty sure I could at least try to pretend like I'm listening. I don't know. So I often worry, is there anyone where I make them feel like they don't exist? I surely hope not. Another thing is, a lot of people, they say stuff that's like really rude or like really mean or just like really insensitive. Like this kid I was getting to know, like I told him that my cat was dying. And all he said was like, rip. He's like, rip. And then he kind of laughed. And I was just like, what? Like, this isn't a video game that we're playing. We're not playing Call of Duty over Discord or whatever the fuck. This is like a real life of an animal. And so I just was kind of like, I'm guessing you don't like cats. And I kind of wanted to end the conversation right then. Maybe that's why he said that. Maybe he didn't want to talk to me. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing. Maybe he's just a rude teenager, but that hurt me. And I just didn't like it, and it was insensitive, and there's all these little things people say in conversation, and maybe I'm just too sensitive, or maybe I have my expectations are too high, but it's mean. So then that makes me wonder, like, maybe has there ever been a time where I say something mean or insensitive to someone and I don't even realize it was mean or insensitive, and then I get all insecure about it, and then I don't want to talk to people because what if they hurt my feelings, or what if I hurt theirs without realizing, and then I'm kind of like, well, maybe I should stop caring so much about my feelings or other people's feelings, but then I'm like, oh, maybe I'm going down the road of psychopathy. I really hate being such an intense person with so many feelings and overanalyzing everything because it just makes life really hard. So when I was at the private cremation place and I was telling the man there about my cat, and I'm crying, and there's a waterfall of snot literally flowing out of my nose. I felt like he was listening to me. But that's his job. I feel that my therapist listens to me, but that's her job. So I'm like, maybe I should just start walking up to people and handing them $1 and be like, hey, you want to talk? No, honestly, I'm sure even if the therapist or the pet cremationist weren't getting paid, they would still listen because they have that personality to listen. But I'm like, where are the other people? Where are they all? Like, why are there so many jerks? Ugh. Ugh. It's like, okay. I don't want to settle for low quality jerk material people. I want high quality, compassionate, good listener people. And where are they all? Or maybe I'm just expecting too much. Or maybe I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sure there are other people who feel like they're invisible or they don't exist or nobody listens to them. If you are that sort of people and you're watching this right now and you relate, comments. Add me on Facebook. Tell me your story. Tell me who listens to you, who doesn't. Like, how do you deal with life? Just, I don't know. Reach out to me. Always looking for like-minded people. So yeah. Okay. Bye.